Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. If you want to learn more about how to analyze mechanisms using analytical method, please subscribe to my channel. Today I am going to discuss vertical inline slider crank mechanism position and displacement analysis using analytical method. Here is a typical inline slider crank mechanism whose fixed link is horizontal and crank L2. L2 is at an angle theta 2 from horizontal and coupler L3 which is at an angle theta 3 from horizontal and slider C is at a distance L4 from A. But in today's video I am going to discuss vertical inline slider crank mechanism that is at 270 degrees from horizontal axis. So in this picture you can see crank is at an angle theta 2 from horizontal. Similarly coupler is at an angle theta 3 from horizontal. In the next video, in the next slides, let us see how to derive position and displacement equations using analytical method. As you know, this is a vertical inline slider crank mechanism. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. And crank here is at an angle theta 2 from horizontal x-axis. And this angle we call that theta 2 prime. So theta 2 prime equal to 3 pi by 2 minus theta 2, that is 270 minus theta 2. Similarly, this coupler angle we call that theta 3, that is theta 3 from horizontal, and this portion of the angle we call that theta 3 prime. So theta 3 equal to 270 plus theta 3 prime, that is 3 pi by 2 plus theta 3 prime. And now let us derive equations. Displacements along x-axis can be written as L2 sine theta 2 prime is equal to L3 sine theta 3 prime. Let us call that equation 1. We know that theta 2 prime equal to 3 pi by 2 minus theta 2. So we substitute that in equation 1, we get minus L2 cos theta 2 equal to L3 sine theta 3 prime. So sine theta 3 prime can be written as minus L2 by L3 cos theta 2. Let us call that equation 2. And this theta 3 prime can be written as uh, theta 3 minus 3 pi by 2. So we substitute that in this equation 2. We get sine theta 3 minus 3 pi by 2 equal to minus L2 by L3 cos theta 2. So after simplification, we get theta 3 equal to 3 pi by 2 plus sine inverse minus L2 by L3 cos theta 2. This is equation for coupler angle. Similarly, let us write displacements along y. So from this diagram, we know that L2 cos theta 2 prime plus L3 cos theta 3 prime equal to L4. So L4 equal to minus L2 sine theta 2 plus L3 cos theta 3 prime. Let us call that equation 3. Here we have substituted theta 2 prime. So cos theta 2 prime will become minus sine theta 2. So from trigonometry, we know that cos theta 3 prime can be written as square root of 1 minus sine square theta 3 prime for acute angles. So after substituting this in equation 3, we get L4 equal to minus L2 sine theta 2 plus L3 square root of 1 minus sine square theta 3 prime. Substituting theta 3 prime from equation 2 we have derived in previous slide, we get L4 equal to minus L2 sine theta 2 plus L3 by L3 square root of L3 square minus L2 square cos square theta 2. So after cancelling this L3 term, we get L4 equal to minus L2 sine theta 2 plus square root of L3 square minus L2 square cos square theta 2. So this is the equation for slider position. After having derived equations for slider position and coupler angle, now let us derive equations for L4 max, L4 minimum and displacement. So L4 max can be written as L2 plus L3. That will happen when theta 2 equal to 3 pi by 2, that is 270 degrees. So that is when theta 2 prime is 0. So L4 minimum is equal to L3 minus L2. That will happen at theta 2 equal to pi by 2, that is 90 degrees. That is when theta 2 prime is 180 degrees, that is theta 2 is 90 degrees. Now slider displacements can be written as, if you want to consider bottommost position of the slider is L4 max, that is a 0 position. So delta L4 can be written as L4 max minus L4 theta 2. So L4 theta 2 is the position of the slider at any given angle theta 2. Similarly, if you want to consider topmost position of the slider is a 0 position, so in that case delta L4 equal to L4 theta 2 minus L4 minimum. Again, L4 theta 2 is the position of the slider at any given angle theta 2. After having derived all the necessary equations, now let us solve a problem using Microsoft Excel. Here in this problem we have considered L2 equal to 56 millimeter, L3 equal to 130 millimeter. So this column represents crank angle from 0 to 360, and this is theta 3 prime, and this is coupler angle theta 3, and position of the slider. And if you want to consider this side of the axis is negative, just multiply these values by negative sign, so we get this position of the slider. And similarly, slider displacements, when bottommost position of the slider is 0, then this column is in this column slider displacement is calculated. Similarly, if you want to consider the topmost position of the slider is 0, then these are the slider displacement values. So now in the next slides, let us discuss graphs. In this graph, we have plotted crank angle versus coupler angle. Crank angle on the horizontal 0 to 360, coupler angle on the vertical axis. So this is the graph. At 0 degrees and similarly at 360 degrees, we can get minimum coupler angle. At 180 degrees, you can get coupler angle is maximum. In this graph, we have plotted crank angle versus slider position, and slider position we have taken positive values. So at 90 degrees it is minimum, and at 270 degrees it is maximum. 90 degrees when L3 minus L4, L3 minus L2 will happen. At 270 degrees we get L2 plus L3. So slider position at 270 degrees is maximum. Similarly, in this graph we have taken negative values of slider position in the vertically downward axis Y. So on this axis we have taken values are negative, so we get a graph like this. At 90 degrees we get minimum, again at 270 we get a maximum slider position. In this graph we have plotted crank angle along x-axis 0 to 360. On the vertical axis we have plotted slider displacement. In this graph we have considered at 270 degrees, that is the bottommost position is 0. So at bottommost position, that is 270 degrees, the displacement is 0. At 90 degrees it is a maximum. And similarly, this graph we have considered crank angle along x-axis and slider displacement along y. And at 90 degrees, that is at the topmost position of the slider is 0 displacement. So at 270 we get maximum displacement. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.